Time to sit down and talk to this guy, the head coach of the Patriots. Mike Vrabel joins me now. Coach, congrats, another big
Thank
win.
you. How are you?
Good, very good. 21-7. Let's get right to it. You guys are in control of that game, end of the first half. You said we took a nap. I'm a big nap guy. I love naps.
I bet you do.
That's not the spot, though, right?
That's not the time for a nap. And,
good teaching moment, though, right?
Well, I mean, again, there was a lot of those throughout the game. I felt like we got into that drive. We made them use their timeouts, exactly what we wanted to do. Got the ball to midfield, thinking, hey, a couple more completions. We can kick a field goal here and go into halftime. A little game on the right side, and then obviously ball security in the pocket. So, I appreciate Will's effort to get them down, and then we weren't able to get a stop there in the red zone. But to give our guys credit, we came out. We got a field goal out of the second half. We got points again, and then we're able to hold on.
Jennings, great example of a kid, perseverance, hard work, gets elevated, gets the touchdown, but doesn't take you off field goal coverage, right? Kickoff coverage, right?
And he was active. He was active last week. He had a couple tackles last week.
Yeah, he did.
Has run hard, has been ready for his opportunity. I thought he spelled Travion well. I thought they were able to keep some snaps off of Travion, and when we needed him in there in some protection mode, and Terrell has taken advantage of his opportunities. He's tasted it now, and now doesn't want to give it up real easy.
Good stuff. Okay, on the road again, Road Warriors, Tampa. Tampa's coming off the bye, and you've come off byes, obviously. There's challenges coming off the bye, good and bad. Get you some rest, and maybe get some guys that are nicked up back, but also, hey, you haven't played football in a while. What do you see when you look at Tampa on film and how they operate?
Well, I mean, I think that there's a lot of speed. They do a lot defensively. There's a lot of pressure, mixed coverages. Offensively, they don't turn the ball over. This team's +7 in turnover margin. Defense has created 10 turnovers the last 4 weeks, so hopefully they took a break over the bye of creating turnovers, and then we can limit those opportunities on Sunday.
That'd be awesome. They got a quarterback in Baker Mayfield, former number one pick. He's bouncing around a little bit, but really seems like he's found his place there. It goes to show you that you can draft a guy high, but you still got to develop him. A guy like Sam Darnold, drafted high. Now he's flourishing out in Seattle, making plays. Baker's found a home.
Well, yeah, he's found a home, and I think that there's a belief there that if they have the football, they're going to find a way to win, which is what they did early in the season. And he won a lot of close games for them early in the season, and then they've played really well. They've played consistently. Their 2 losses are against 2 really good football teams in Detroit and Philadelphia. We know how good they are, so this is going to be a great challenge.
All right, Saturday before the game, you got a big production meeting with Jim Nantz, Tony Romo. Does them doing the game, CBS being the number one team on the game, does that fall in the interesting but not important category for you?
Yeah, that'd be very interesting, but not very important.
That's pretty good, though. I mean, it's
well, considering we don't hear a single word they say for the 3 hours that we're out there playing.
Nor do I. That's good.
Well, good. I mean, again, that's they do a great job, but we'll that won't have any bearing on the game, and glad that they picked us, but we'll have a lot of other things to focus on that'll have to help us win.
All right, time now for the Sports Illustrated ticket question of the week. Comes from James S. And I think this is a good one. I noticed this during the game. You're at the point in the year now where the sun is sort of at a different level in the stadium. I know some guys having trouble with the sun, with the shadows. Do you have to adjust as a team, maybe practice a little bit more in there, or take it one time at least to go in there and take a look at it?
Well, we are in there. We go in there on Fridays. Yeah. And again, the difference that last week to this week made, just even the time change, where we went back an hour, kind of adjusted. It was a little lower. I think it was only bad up high. We didn't have as much issue, I think, this past week as we did 2 weeks ago. So, we'll see where that goes. And again, we'll try to understand where it's at and how we want to take the ball early on in the game.
Speaking of time change, I had a little panic moment coming in. We're doing our pregame radio hit, and I look down and I say, "Uh-oh, I'm an hour late for it." And I totally forgot.
Right on time.
Right on time.
Right on time.
All right.
As always.
If you want to ask him a question, you have to follow the team at patriots.com/askthecoach.